Good afternoon. We have made it to Grand Teton National Park. It is late June 2024, and even late in June, it's a bit early in the season for Teton. For a lot of the sort of epic hiking that you might do up in the mountains. But we have some lower valley hiking that we need to get done. And this is the perfect stopover for us on our way to Yellowstone. So we are here to hike some of the low stuff. One of the big downsides to this time of year is that the mosquitoes are just bonkers. Like, so bad. We got out of the car to put our shoes on and then promptly ran back into the car. We each killed about a dozen mosquitoes that had managed to get into the car with us. So we then got ourselves completely ready while we were in the car so that we could just get out and spray ourselves with bug spray. And thankfully that is working. We are starting off our hiking with a short 1 mile out and back to connect the Two Ocean Lake trailhead to the Emma Matilda Lake trail. This is just going to shave a little bit of distance off of our hike for tomorrow and make tomorrow morning's hike a little bit more feasible. Oh yeah, and we've been sitting in the car all day, so we definitely need to get our legs moving. Right now we're walking through one of these hidden meadows in Glacier. Right now we're walking through one of these hidden meadows in Grand Teton National Park. They exist behind trees, so behind forests. You won't see them from the road or even from the trail, and then you'll just pop out into them. And they're really lovely. The lupin are starting to bloom here, and there's also some sticky geranium wildflowers. So that's what we're enjoying this fine afternoon in Wyoming. Good morning and welcome to BugNet Central. After yesterday's hike, we knew that bug spray alone would not be enough. So we pulled the bug nets out. Check out these views in the back. These might be the best views we get all day. We've donned our bug nets, and as you can see from Kelly up ahead, we're also wearing our gaiters today. We have some previous experience hiking in this region of the park, and it can be pretty overgrown. Started a hike around 6:40, maybe 100 feet into our hike. We saw two bears, pretty big but black bears, we think, and they were pretty far off in the distance still. We could see them kind of coming down a hillside, and then they'd pause and we'd hear them scratch up this wood. They're looking for bugs. And then they'd kind of wiggle around in the trees and we could see them again. So it was a really fun way to start our day with bears 112 and 113 on foot. Today we're hiking in the Emma Matilda area, trying to get all the way around Emma Matilda Lake. The other thing we're doing this morning, because we have to talk, is that Kelly has requested a lecture on the basics of statistics. Isn't that fun? He's doing great. To be honest, I'm actually really impressed because I teach this stuff with a whiteboard and formulas and drawings and stuff, and he's just getting it while we walk and talk. So I'm gonna give him 2 thumbs up, A+. Totally deserve credit for Psych 3990. higher point of our hike, and we're coming around the corner, and this is actually a high view of Oxbow Bend. So this is a popular place that's right across the side of the road. We looked last night from the road. You really cannot get to where we are without doing the hike we've just done. There's no like access trail, but it's super close, and it's awesome to see like such a popular spot from a different perspective. You can see here's the view of the mountains that everyone looks at from Oxbow Bend. Cool. This is fun. Yeah. This is the stuff you don't see unless you try to hike every dang mile of every trail. All right, we're coming on to the last little lollipop stick of our hike. Both of us are feeling a lot more normal hiking here in Grand Teton. The altitude is just below 7,000 feet. So depending on where we were on the trail, we were below or above it. But it's just a heck of a lot easier to breathe at 7,000 feet than it is at 8,500 feet. Round 2 for the day. We are out on the Valley Trail. We parked back at the Death Canyon trailhead, which was surprisingly popular. I think it might be a local's access to the Phelps Lake area. Ooh, another little water hop into a tree. We are doing about 6.5 more miles, 6.5 to 7 more miles today. It's gonna be a big one for us, but it feels so good to be moving our legs. Multiple minivans out here. Good morning. It's day 3 of our brief Teton week, and we are hiking cleanup miles out of the Lawrence Rockefeller Preserve Nature Center down on the south side of the park. This area is most well known for the Phelps Lake Trail. It has a really fun rock that you can jump off of into the lake, so it's a popular thing to do. But we're not going to hike out there today. Instead, we're just hiking random bits of trail that we've missed because of trail closures or for running out of time in the past. The weather has really turned. So what was sunny and clear has turned into overcast and cool. We had a little bit of drizzly rain this morning, early, like 5 a.m. But there's not really supposed to be too much today. So we're looking forward to cooler weather while we move around, and maybe that will entice the animals to come out throughout the day. So the last time we hiked in this area, this bridge was out. When we came here, we were planning on getting a ton of miles, and we walked right up to that trail over there, and there was this giant like area closed sign. We felt like we needed to respect the park. and not cross the janky bridge or the water. But most of what we've hiked so far today is because we couldn't reach it because this bridge was out in 2022. And that water's deep.
That water is very deep.
I don't think it was that deep in 2022, but that's deep. Like
That's waist deep.
That's waist high, so maybe we were a bit overconfident thinking we could just plop through it.
Also, it smells like somebody's grilling out.
I know.
And it smells really good.
We're getting nachos later today. It's gonna be good. Unless you want to change your mind and get something different.
I want grilled steak on top of the nachos.
It's not an option.
Could you just chop up a steak?
Can I also have a steak? Can I have a steak instead of olives, please? Well, here is the river we didn't know we had to cross. So that's gonna be fun. How bad is it?
It's clear.
Yeah, it's clear. All right, so we should have 2 of these based on the map.
So yes.
Well, the second one won't be a big deal after the first one.
I'm really sorry.
It's all right. I'm pretty sure this is a horse trail that's mislabeled, but we can't help that.
No. Are you ready?
Yeah.
You can laugh at me first.
Yep. I can't even
it's gonna
imagine
be
how
cold.
cold it's gonna be.
It's gonna be.
Oh, are we going thigh high?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to go back?
Nope. I do not. We're just gonna go slow.
Oh, it's gonna be deep. I don't wanna.
Do you want me to go first?
No, I don't want to make you go first.
Can I go together? I'm not gonna wait for you to cross. So.
Oh, that's cold. Not the worst. But it's cold.
Well, that was crotch high. You can see the water line up on Kelly's shorts. We don't need to draw attention. It was really strong current, and because we didn't expect it, we didn't pack poles today, so that was
I had really fun news.
not pleasant. Is this the second?
The second.
Oh yes! Second creek crossing done. Oh, I can't imagine if there had been water in that one, how bad the first one would have been. All right, we are done with the Phelps area. We cleaned up every single piece that was just floating. We're gonna head to the car and get some lunch, and then likely head out to do another 3 miles today. And then what? And then what are we gonna? Nachos! Okay, a little bit more new to us trail for today. We parked at the newly renovated Granite Canyon trailhead, and we're hiking up the Granite Canyon Trail and then doing a couple of little sections around here, probably some of the Valley Trail. But the scenery is gorgeous. It's so open, which I wasn't expecting. I think I was expecting really forested and thick like the Valley Trail often is, but this is beautiful. It's our last morning in Grand Teton National Park, round 1 for the summer. We will be back, and we are going to hike up about 5.5 or 6 miles today to the Grand Viewpoint and a bunch of loopy stuff around this to get close to finishing off the north side of the park. Unfortunately, we found a couple of sections of trail that we didn't know existed. And so they're gonna wait for us for either our return this trip or our return in the future. So today we're hiking Bug Canyon up to Grand Viewpoint. A cold front has come through, and honestly, it's pretty glorious. There's not much we love more than having to wear our winter coats in the summer. And there's lingering fog and clouds all surrounding the mountains and all in the area from that cold front coming through. So lots of awesome scenery to enjoy. Hey, Bear. That's going to be a wrap on a long weekend in Grand Teton National Park. We had a great time out here this year. We hope you enjoyed following along with our antics as we tried to clean up all the little tidbits of trail, some small and some not so small, to try to get to having hiked every mile of this park. We hope that you have a great hike wherever you're headed next, especially if it's somewhere in Grand Teton National Park. Kill this mosquito on the camera. Oh, got it. Okay.